Coming up on Escape to the Country, we're looking to get a doctor in the house. And you look very comfortable.
I'm quite liking it.
As we search for a magnificent rural bolt hole.
It took me a while to earn the title of doctor, I'm not going to lie, but I'd be quite happy swapping that for king.
For a TV medic who's after some of his own medicine.
Sometimes it is as simple as get outside, get in a green space and do something just mindful, something you enjoy.
On today's show, we have a very special appointment with TV health expert and National Health Service professional, Dr. Ranj. Now, with 2 careers, he is a very busy man, but he's also a very smart one too, because when it comes to getting just the right help to find the perfect countryside escape, he knew who to call: the NHS. No, not that one. He called the National Home Searchers Hotline, aka Escape to the Country.
This is my little apartment in London. Casual BAFTA just lying around. Oh, just dropped it! I've always been a city boy. I love the hustle and bustle of city life. I live above a roundabout, so it can't get busier than that. So if I come home after a night shift and I need to get some kip, this is what I'm faced with. I might want to sleep, but London doesn't.
Dr. Ranj juggles working in A&E as a paediatrician for the NHS with a TV presenting career that increasingly requires him to travel from his southwest London apartment for studio days in the city of Manchester.
So my entire life has taken a bit of a shift. I've rediscovered my love of art and painting. And I've discovered I love going out walking, I love going out jogging and running. And we know through loads of research that actually getting out into green spaces doesn't just look nice, it actually feels good because it's good for your brain. How cool would it be to be riding a proper bike down a real country lane?
So, Dr. Ranj is on the hunt for a more rural home that provides easy access to Manchester. And supporting him on his search will be friend, artist and Manchester resident Tom.
Oh gosh, it'll be a bit of a shock to the system for Ranj, swapping his Cuban heels for wellies. I can see him using his phone to order a horsing cart to the nearest pub. But when he's in a more natural and calm environment, he really, really enjoys it, particularly outdoors. We'll do cooking, candles, cosy, out in the summer, just enjoy it all, it'd be wonderful.
I want somewhere that looks really, really like sort of cool and country on the outside, but when you go inside, it's like stepping into the 22nd century. That's my goal.
Dr. Ranj is after a countryside pad with a large, sociable kitchen, a couple of additional reception rooms, at least 2 bedrooms, plus scope for a home office. He also wants some easy-to-maintain outdoor space, and he has a budget of up to £550,000. It sounds to me like Dr. Ranj is suffering from symptoms I hear all the time. But I have just the prescription for him. A daily dose of fresh air, a shot in the arm of some views, and some peace and quiet therapy. And luckily, there's a pill for all of that. It's called the countryside. And fortunately, he's chosen an area with countryside aplenty. At the southern end of the Pennines, the magnificent Peak District National Park sprawls across Derbyshire and into Greater Manchester. It's not bad for star spotting either.
There's a few celebrities around. I know Paul Scholes is around a lot. I think he goes to the local pubs and things. I think we've had his daughter in once, but I don't think Paul Scholes likes cake.
A couple of my friends went to school with Olivia Cook and Everyone's seeing Brian Cox around here, which is the best celebrity you can see around here, I think.
And Dr. Ranj will find his budget goes that much further here too. The average price of a detached house in Greater Manchester is below the UK figure, coming in at £407,000. So he'll breathe more easily here, and so will his wallet. But let's see how prepared this city slicker is for rural life. The peaks are that way, the Pennines are behind us, but believe it or not, Manchester is only 14 miles away. Yes, our first location is just a 45-minute drive from the city's main train station. But this feels about 1 million miles from the metropolis.
She gave us real simple instructions. She said, head to Manchester and then go northeast.
Which way's that?
Right, I've dropped them a pin. I've given them full directions on how to get here. So, they should be here soon.
See, Denise gave me the location, but I've got no reception. I have no idea where we are.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Is it on? Denise!
Ooh, can I hear them? Dr. Ranj?
Maybe we can see her from here. Denise!
Denise, Denise, Denise.
Oh, there you are! Oi, oi!
Directions, sat nav, what happened?
Well, we had a couple of wrong turns.
Oh, well,
It's
lovely
fine.
to see you.
Oh, nice to
Dr.
see you again.
Ranj
This is
and-
my friend
Where
Tom.
have you been all my life?
Right, so Tom, you're going to bring the creative flair.
I'm going to try my best, yeah.
Yes, we're going to need some of that because we need to get this one out of the city and into the wonders of the countryside.
It does feel a bit remote, though.
And that's what I thought we were looking for.
Being remote makes me feel slightly nervous because I'm so used to being in the hubbub of it all.
Well, the first house is literally just over here, and I don't think you're going to feel too remote there. I think it's going to be just right.
All right, then. Come on in. Oh.
I can't promise hubbub, but just a mile away, the large village of Diggle has a popular pub and a shop. Here in the nearby hamlet of Bleak Hay Nook is where an 18th century stone-built specimen awaits Dr. Ranj's diagnosis. And this is house number 1.
Oh, it's cute.
OK, cute.
I'm loving the sort of brickwork. It's giving sort of old school country. Is it going to have loads of spiders? I'm a modern sort of gadgets and gimmicks kind of inside persons.
Come on then, follow me. Fear not, Doctor, because behind the stone walls and mullioned windows of this Grade 2 listed historic exterior are 3 floors of fully modernised living space. Right, come through. It's got a little office through there. Come down. Come on in.
Love this.
Yeah, look at this.
This is nice.
Stonework everywhere. So you've got a lovely view and a little sort of atrium, living room sort of space.
Oh, is this a kitchen?
Come this way.
Oh,
Here's the
wow.
kitchen.
That's spectacular, actually. I didn't expect, to come in from the front and then sort of drop down and have a view. Yeah.
You didn't expect-tacular that, did you?
Well done.
We're done with the endings now.
This is lovely. I'm looking for spinners and there aren't any.
know.
No, it's
There's no spiders.
No.
This is great. It's all good so far.
Right. What
I
would
feel
you-
like there's a big but coming. So I feel like you're about to say there's no other lounge.
Oh, I
It's
see.
like,
So
that's it.
If this is
If
is
this
your
was-
entertaining space, that's your lounge.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah, that's probably not enough
Okay.
space.
But you want more?
I want a little bit more.
Just a little.
Just a little.
Is a little bit more, please, Denise.
Somewhere to sit down.
Come on then. Completing our rounds on this floor, there's a shower room off the office that could easily be switched up to create an ensuite bedroom. And there are 2 further floors to examine, starting with the main bedroom 1 flight above. I cannot wait to see what you think of this.
There's a sofa in it.
Yes, come in. So we've got these lovely wardrobes. You've got plenty of storage and wardrobe space. You've got those amazing mullion windows again.
They look like $1 million.
Very good.
I'd like to say I'm here a week, but the owner might get a bit weird about that.
Well, you could be here for a lifetime. Make yourself at home.
I love
What do you reckon?
I think it's lovely. And it's not even like a particularly sunny day, is it? But it's still like super bright, and you can turn the bed around and you look out. You could be like Snow White, open the window, and a bird could land on your finger and go.
I can see why you're
I'm
here,
sorry, the
Tom. You're
country
brilliant.
fantasy's taken over now.
And you look very comfortable.
I'm quite liking it.
I love it.
I'm sending Tom off with Dr. Ranj to conduct further exploratory tests of this middle floor.
Oh, nice bathroom.
Well, that's the noise you make in a bathroom, isn't it? Wowzers, look at this.
It's got like a ledge.
You're a ledge.
I know, thank you.
Well, I could sit here whilst you're in the bubble bath and I could be like, what did you do that time?
I've had nightmares about that.
And there's a guest bedroom.
Oh, look at
It's
this.
really modern as well, look at this.
There's loads of room in here. There's
Yeah.
so much more that you can do. Definitely put cupboards here. Or do something with this.
You could have a decorating party, we could all come and be like,
That's what I'm worried about. Ooh.
It may be an even bigger painting party than Ranj realises, because on the top floor is that additional living space the doctor ordered.
Oh my word! What? You were saving this, weren't you?
Ceiling height.
Look at that. Look at those lights.
Yes.
yeah, get this one, get it.
Look at that view. Oh, I want to live
cozy
here.
as
I know,
well.
right?
So,
Can you
out of
imagine?
10,
Someone's
what do
been
you
at the
think
cooking
is a
show.
house for Ranj?
For you, out of 10, I can't see anything in particular that's putting me off. It just need a little bit of your touches in it, but the actual house itself is sound, like, it's good to go.
Listen to Tom. He's
Listen to me.
So, it's a high mark from you then, out of 10?
Yeah, I think it's wonderful, yeah.
Nine,
I'm like
tens,
a 9 or
nine?
10.
I'm going to be stingy. This is a good 8. If I didn't have to redecorate,
OK.
then it would be a 9 or a 10.
OK. So the house is a strong 8.
Yeah.
But let's not forget where we are as well. Got to be looking at a roundabout,
Right?
right?
I know.
And with this house, you even get your own outside space as well.
What?
Come, let me show
Come
you.
on.
Come on. Let's
Come
go.
on.
The southwest-facing garden is surrounded by moorland, teeming with wildlife. And no, I'm not talking spiders. Get deer coming up here, horses.
You know what? Something like this is manageable. And actually, it's done really well, isn't it? It's nice.
You could do a lot here. But first, you have to buy it, and that means you have to put a price on it.
See, I keep thinking London prices. So in London, something like this would be well over £1 million. Certainly not my budget. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to go with 650.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Was that what you were thinking?
Yeah,
Was it?
that what actually was, yeah.
650,000.
We're not in London.
Not in Dorothy.
No, we are.
Not anymore. This property is on the market for £500,000. There you go. So I want you to go back in there, and now you've got a budget. Start thinking about what you do. Go on, off you go.
Come on.
Thank you.
Budget.
Ooh, they were a handful, weren't they? But that house, I think, has really surprised them, and that's why I love this show. This home's a real tonic that combines the old and new features Dr. Ranj has asked for, in a rural setting just 15 miles from central Manchester.
It does feel a little bit removed from everything. It's so quiet. It's strange. I'm not used to this level of quiet.
I think maybe the remoteness of it is sort of, he's a bit daunted by that, but sort of a few slight colour changes and things like that, and suddenly it'll be transformed into like Ranj's palace.
We're leaving the wily, windy moors to head south. A 10-minute drive that gives me a chance to hear more about the current city life of Dr. Ranj. Now, I have heard that you liken it to being in Sex and the City.
Yes.
One of my favourite shows of all time.
I feel like Carrie Bradshaw was on my shoes.
I was going to ask, which one are you? And I was assuming it was Carrie. I hope Dr. Ranj's inner Carrie will approve of our next destination, the large village of Uppermill, where you can definitely combine a canal-side walk with a Carrie Bradshaw-inspired cosmopolitan. So given a couple of buzzing bars, a choice of restaurants, cafes and shops, I'm wondering if this location might be more the countryside halfway house that Dr. Ranj has in mind. House number 2. We're looking at it here.
And the shops are just down there.
Exactly. So you get a bit of that kind of city vibe.
Yeah.
But you are most definitely in the countryside.
Okay. From the outside, it seems like it's going to be lots of space, and it's tall, so it goes up. I love 3-floored houses. I don't know what it is. Very townhousey.
So with the floors,
I know.
you get the views.
Space, and you're going to be views, yeah?
Yes. Come on, let me show
Come
you
on.
inside.
Oh, I'm excited now.
Built at the turn of the 19th century, this attached Grade 2 listed house was once a hive of industry, filled with weavers making cloth by the light of those long windows. OK, come in.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
This is lovely, isn't it?
And it's been styled so beautifully.
It has been styled so well. Can I be that really annoying person?
Yeah.
One of my biggest pet peeves
Oh, yes.
is stepping straight into your front room from the front door.
Really?
Could we not put some sort of like reclaimed wooden something like that just in the corner here maybe, and then something that can kind of shh around that just closes it
You
off?
love a curtain, didn't you?
Another
It works and you can move
You can have a
them.
lovely big velvet
If
curtain.
only you removed, yeah.
Let me take you through to the kitchen, see if you start to love it a bit more through here. We step through into a dining room with open plan access to the kitchen, plus a separate utility with a cloakroom. I think you might like this, Ranj.
Oh, what a lovely space. Wow. Oh, wow, there's like, oh.
So it's quite a quirky layout, I think.
Oh my gosh, imagine having Christmas dinner around a giant round table with all the
Do you
chairs
host
around
Christmas?
it. I would like to.
OK. And what do you think of what they've done with the
This
kitchen
is
here?
lovely.
Yeah.
It's not as big as the other kitchen, but it's a completely different style. And actually, I don't need loads of cooking space. It's the entertaining space.
The
that
bar space is what you need.
Or you imagine having loads of like cocktail-y stuff all down here.
All around
and
here.
snacks.
Chopping and stuff, so even if you're in the kitchen, someone could be stood over here having like helping out, and you're not in
Music's
their
on.
way. Yeah.
Friends over there.
That'll be doing the macarena.
We're doing all this. Yeah. So, take that spirit of adventure,
Ooh, I like it.
and I'm going to let you go and explore the rest of this house without me. OK?
on,
Off you go.
Let's have a look.
And that's what happens. You're not sure when you come in that this really could be Ranj's party house. And there's more to throw into the cocktail shaker here, as upstairs a large room to the front is being used as an office. Then at the back is the first of the bedrooms.
It's cosy, but there's still space around you, isn't
Yeah.
there? You don't need lots of things in here.
This is country, but it's not too, like, you know, dusty and old.
And not a spider in sight in the bathroom either. I think the style of this house is really suiting Ranj.
Oh, this is nice. Oh,
It's nice to have windows in the bathroom. Hello. Like to keep saying hello, hello.
oh, this is me.
And let's see what he thinks when he discovers the suite on the top floor.
Oh,
that's
come on,
nice.
this is lovely. Oh, this is a nice room.
It's good, isn't
I
it?
can see myself here.
Yes, this home takes indulgence up a level, with a floor entirely dedicated to a principal suite.
Look at that view.
Wow. You see literally over the top of every single thing.
Are you kidding? Oh, do you know what? This is perfect.
Get
Hang on,
ready in
is that the
here.
neighbours? Hiya.
Oh, yeah. You'll be like...
God, my giblets are on display.
But this suite is even sweeter.
Oh, my word. Tom, This is like one of them dream homes.
You can just keep doing circles in your robe with your coffee up.
And there's more to discover in the converted loft.
OK, I'm going to have a look up here. This is amazing! And it's, look, I can stand in it!
As well as back down on the ground floor.
Beer fridge! Games fridge? Oh, you know what I'm going to go for, don't you? Marbles!
I thought I heard something in here. What is going on?
We're playing marbles.
Celebrities, you're in a little bit of trouble, aren't you? Come on. Outside in the back garden,
Oh, look at that.
a pathway leads to a particularly private and partly wooded plot of around 1/4 of an acre. So now you didn't want a huge garden,
Yeah.
but now you're standing in what could be yours.
It's like you're out in the woods. It's a lot of maintenance.
Is it though? I mean, you could keep it kind of rough and ready.
Just like me.
So you could have like a big rustic area that you just want for like the butterflies and then you have the bit that you can all like hang out in.
It is impressive.
I think it's brilliant.
From looking at it from the outside, you have no idea what's in store. And genuinely, I'm chuffed, I'm impressed.
Lovely. Well, just one last thing then. Of course, how much do you think you'd have to pay for it?
I feel like this is going to be pricey. 600,000.
I'm going to say 460.
£460,000. Well, this one goes to you, Dr. Ranj. You are right, almost. It's at £575,000. There's space to entertain and luxuriate in this 3-storey weaver's house that has a touch of the wilds, whether that be woodland or a spot to party.
It's a lot of great space, isn't it? But it's top end of my budget. It's on at 575, which is a bit pricey.
Could you live in there how it is now and go, oh, lovely time?
Yeah.
If you're going, I'm going to splash out and get this great property, you might as well be like, do you know what? When I'm here, I feel like an absolute king. I've got my 2 sinks, one for each hand.
To see the wood from the trees of our house tours, we're drawing inspiration from the countryside with a little spot of R&R. What's it like being a paediatrician as well as a TV presenter? How do you get the balance?
People often ask me, would you give up the day job and just do, for instance, TV? And I was like, no, because that's the very core of me, and that will keep going no matter what shape it takes.
Tom, what's it like spending time with Ranj when he's trying to kind of relax? Does he come along very wired, or do you have to...
Yeah, I think it's just your autopilot makes you sort of be like, oh, I should be out, I should be doing something, because you work a lot. It's like, I should be making the most of my time. And sometimes making the most of your time is actually just having time for you.
I love that we're sitting here. This is your profession, Tom.
Yeah.
How nice is this? Imagine
Right?
a lifestyle where this is accessible to you all the time. Step out of your front door, go for a walk.
Let's go do a bit of painting in the forest.
Yeah, painting in the forest, having a lovely walk, breathing, and just
Take it
chilling
in,
out.
Chilling out.
Yeah.
You're right, it's definitely something I need to do more of. You know, we're a lot more aware of the importance of mental well-being as a nation. And it isn't necessarily just about taking medicines or getting therapy. Sometimes it is as simple as get outside, get in a green space and do something just mindful, something you enjoy.
OK, let's have a look then. You ready?
Uh-oh.
3, 2, 1, let's show each other. Ooh,
They're all so
very
different.
different. 3 of us sitting in the same
It's like
place.
3 houses.
I'm taking inspiration from my surroundings, but
Yeah.
I brought a little bit of Caribbean flair into it.
Oh, like it. Are those mushrooms?
Those are mushrooms. You put mushrooms in yours, like a magical
Yeah, but I
wonderland.
That's lovely, that. Look at that.
Look at me go. Maybe this is right.
Maybe this is right. It's a sign.
Huh?
Just need to find you a house now. And our private view with Dr. Ranj continues in the morning. Many who live and work in the countryside around Greater Manchester extol the well-being benefits of the area, and none more so than Dr. Ranj's fellow medics.
So I'm a GP is my day job, and I definitely feel the countryside is much better for your health. It's fresh air, much less noise pollution. You know, just looking at the views in itself is good for your mental health.
In this day and age, when there is work-related stress, we do recommend patients maybe taking some time off from work, using the countryside as much as possible. Just fresh air does help quite a lot.
For those considering some of that countryside therapy, here are a couple of other property options in a village situated right at the top of the Peak District. This detached Grade 2 listed 3-storey building once housed families operating wool looms, but is now a substantial 4-bedroom home, on the market for £650,000. Higher on the hills is a property with regal connections, a 4-bedroomed, semi-detached home with magnificent views. It was once occupied by local landowners, the Dartmouths, relatives of the monarch, and comes with an asking price of £795,000. I am having the best time here on this countryside escape with Dr. Ranj and Tom, and there is so much more to come, including revealing our mystery house. But before that, there is something I want to get to the bottom of. Now, there's a claim that it will be easier for a vet to diagnose a human than it would be for a doctor to diagnose an animal. OK, so it was a vet that told me this, but nonetheless, I think we should put this theory to the test. We've come to Derbyshire Farm Vets at the south of the Peak District. Dr. Ranj and Nurse Nurse checking in for duty. Luckily, we're dressed for the hazards of the job. And our first patient awaits, with vet Georgie Sutton-Walker.
Hiya.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
And you?
And if I'm not mistaken, this is a pony.
Yes, this is Bingo. But he's not feeling too well today.
OK, Bingo. What's the matter? Why the long face? How do you actually examine a horse?
So it's probably very similar to what you do with your patients. We check the heart, and to do that we would listen just behind the elbow on the left side.
You can actually hear it.
How different will it sound from a human's heartbeat?
It'd be quite a lot slower, so a horse's normal heart rate would be 28 to 44 beats per minute.
That is much slower than a human.
Much slower,
Yeah.
and obviously, like humans, the fitter the horse is, the slower it'll be even more. And a horse's breathing rate's, again, much slower, like 6 to 12 breaths in a minute.
Really?
Yeah.
How's he sounding then, Dr. Ranj?
One thing's for sure, he's got no signs of hoofing cough.
Oh, good one. How are you doing there?
I think his condition's pretty stable.
Stable condition, no foul play here.
Maybe not enough food going on for his liking.
Would you like some more food? Do I get to feed you? Oh, more pony snacks prescribed. But we're definitely winging it. Which brings me to our next patients. Now, Georgie, let's talk chickens, because so many of our escapees dream about having chickens. Ranj, do you want some?
Hell no!
If you are going to keep chickens, Georgie, what do you advise for how to look after them?
Well, probably the first step, guys, is to learn how to catch them.
Let's try and catch a chicken. Let's go.
Are you sure about this?
Hi.
Right, OK.
How do you,
All right,
how do you
gang,
catch a
we're just
chicken?
being nice. Shh.
Be careful not to stress them out, but gently corral them.
Let's just have a chat.
I think
No
we needed to
fast
bring some food
movements.
or something around. We've missed a trick
Go
here.
in.
If you can get close, pick them up swiftly with a hand securely either side of their body and their wings at their sides.
Oh, hang on.
This is much harder work than I thought it was going to be.
Gosh, I'm out of breath.
Although that is easier said than done.
Well, you failed spectacularly.
Well, we definitely tried. I'm out of puff.
But luckily we've got some here that have just had chicks.
How often does a chicken lay an egg?
Pretty much once a day. So
Every day?
Yeah, pretty much. A chicken will lay about 300 eggs a year, so it's almost once a day.
Oh, hang on, Denise. Maybe chickens isn't such a bad shout.
Exactly. You see why people get them now, right?
Yes, but how easy are they to look after?
So they want feeding and fresh water given each day. They want to be in a group, so it's definitely not one on its own, but you could have 2, 3 or 4. That's all quite manageable.
Chickens need a warm, dry, well-ventilated house. As a rough guide, 12 square metres is about right for 30 birds. Their outdoor roaming space should be fenced, provide some shelter and have an area of dry soil where they can forage and dust bathe. Then you should have some excellent eggs.
Excellent.
Well, there's been no foul play and the results are in. Doctors or vets? Who has the toughest job?
I mean, there's a bit of overlap, but to be honest, I'm going to leave it to the experts. There's a reason vets train and work so hard. I'm exhausted.
The training, though, that you both do, I have to take my hats off to both professions.
You need to know a lot more, given that you have to look after various different kinds of creature. I tend to just look after one type of creature.
Yeah. I suppose with human medicine, though, you delve a lot more into the detail of it.
Yeah. I bet you still have to deal with bodily fluids and other sort of ablutions on a daily basis, just like we do.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we're not covered in blood and poo, then it's not been a normal day.
Ew. Think I'll stick to showing people lovely country homes. Talking of which, I have a mystery house to unveil. And to get there, we're heading to the village of Greenmount in the West Pennine Moors, an area that was historically part of Lancashire.
This is lovely, isn't it?
Very nice, yeah. Nice to see the sun out as well.
I reckon she's found us a nursing home.
It's either going to be something super, super modern or something really, really old.
A fixer-upper.
Around 15 miles north of Manchester Piccadilly train station, the village itself provides leafy walks through nature reserves, whilst the nearby market town of Bury offers shopping and transport options. A tower built by a group of 19th century mill owners commemorates the first British Prime Minister from an industrial background, Sir Robert Peel. My mystery was built for one of those same patrons and makes quite the vertical statement.
Oh, look at that! Oh, my word.
Holy teaspoons, look at that.
Wow! It's a castle!
Could be dead Queenie in there. Queen of the castle, can you imagine?
More princess, thank you very much.
Get that one, I like it. It's got a turret.
Yes, we're really elevating Dr. Ranj's rural aspirations with this palatial Victorian pad.
Wow! I mean, I was impressed with the other places, but this is something else!
Halt! State your purpose.
We've come to see the mystery house.
Ah, all right then. Just come down here and come through the gate. I'll see you down there.
All right, babes.
Welcome. What do you think?
Denise, it's a castle.
I know. It's the mystery house. This is what we do. Come on. The turret once had a practical purpose as a water tower, but now forms part of an attached and one-of-a-kind home, parts of which rise up across 5 stories. We're starting in the single-storey wing of the ground floor, and although I can't guarantee shining nights, there is a sparkling kitchen diner.
It's quite cool in here, isn't it? I want a really sexy kitchen. These are proper, like, granite worktops as well.
You're really taking on this kingdom already, aren't you?
I'm redesigning it in my head.
But it's really clever having the skylight because it's lots of small windows, isn't it, on the outside? So just to have a little room that still feels quite bright is quite clever.
Let's have a look across the way at the living room and then we'll tackle those floors.
Ooh, cute.
Yes.
It just feels like it just needs an update, if you know what I mean. It's
Absolutely.
got all the bones of a fantastic place, but it just needs to be modernised a bit.
it doesn't feel
No,
like
it
pokey,
doesn't,
does
you're
it?
right.
It feels like light and bright. And...
Well, you'd hope so, because we are in a castle. So you're going to get plenty of exercises, get your stepometers going, watches on. Off you go, and I will find you later on.
Okay.
Discover you on the penultimate floor. Come on. I cannot wait to see their faces. This house has so many floors. The floor above is all about bedrooms and bathrooms. A double with built-in wardrobes, with a smart monochrome ensuite shower room. Another double bedroom and... Didn't expect you to be in there. No, the bathroom doesn't come with its own film crew. It's like there's a person in it. And I thought doctors had seen it all before. Story number 2 is a wardrobe room fit for a king, or perhaps a royal portrait painter.
So we've walked into like an art studio. This is great. I could come and work here. If you buy it, I could just come and do something.
You'd have this as a gallery.
You've got loads of things you've bought that you could put up on the walls. I know, it's fabulous.
This is a dressing area. Is this something I should have?
You could even put your crowns and tiaras up here if you're in your own castle.
All right, I'm going to put them somewhere. Right, let's go to the next floor. Look at this.
Welcome, darlings.
It's a bit of a boudoir, isn't it?
It's your boudoir, your main bedroom, yes. Looking a bit perplexed, Tom.
I think I'm quite overwhelmed, to be honest. Seeing down onto the trees.
Yes.
And then every window just seeing, like, sheeps.
With that view out
Look
of
at
that
that.
window. And look at all these huge windows on the sides.
You don't need curtains, because apart from here, no one else is going to see in. Right. You've got this as a main bedroom, all of this light.
Wow. But then there's more.
And we haven't finished yet. You ready for another floor?
Yeah.
Come on, let's do this.
Go on.
We're nearly there.
Oh, my
The
word.
next floor. Come on, keep going.
Every floor's a different house.
Sorry, do you need to check my ID before?
Yeah, absolutely. You can see it's an entertainment area, and they've had a lot of fun.
Cinema room, you've got your kitchen in the corner,
love that
you've
we've
got a
got
bar
in every
area.
single room.
Drinks dispensers, you can, oh my word, they have a popcorn machine in there.
And guess what?
And a slushy makeup.
There's one more floor.
There's another floor.
There's another one, and then I promise it's over. Come with me to the 5th.
Right.
This home really reaches the top with an outdoor space for high-level entertaining. It's the Mystery House. Of course. It's got its own roof terrace, garden, and a 360 view. Oh my gosh, they are actually silent. Yes, your kingdom, your realm, includes countryside aplenty, and then over there, Manchester City.
You have done well, haven't you?
This is incredible.
Do you know what? I need one more thing.
What?
A crown.
A crown. Yes, you do need to be crowned
It's funny
king.
you should say that because... Hello.
I get to put my own flag up.
Yes.
Yeah, when you're home, the flag's up.
But you still don't know how much it's on the market for.
Oh, see, I have a feeling this is Spenny.
How much?
680?
I'm thinking 700.
What about £550,000?
Are you joking?
I'm not joking.
This is real.
I'm not joking. Hold on to me.
Wow. Oh my.
I feel nervous 'cause
blown
that's so
my
exciting.
mind.
I can't
I can-
believe
I
that.
can feel
I'm
the
like,
fizz.
I know, I'm just kind of like... I think my teeth are sweating.
Did not expect this.
No. I'm going to have to take you away from this one now. But this move from city to countryside could be happening sooner than you thought. Come on, let's head downstairs.
Oh.
I'll find you somewhere.
Wow.
I think we might have done it. My majestic 19th century mystery house on the outskirts of a moorland village offers 3 to 4 bedrooms over 5 levels of towering accommodation. I think it might just take the crown.
This place is mind-blowing.
It's overwhelming to look at from the outside. We've literally been going, ooh, 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 and the land around it is absolutely spectacular.
It took me a while to earn the title of doctor, I'm not going to lie, but I'd be quite happy swapping that for king.
King?
King Ranj. You could be one of my subjects.
I'm always the subject of something.
And when else are you going to live in a castle? It's a castle. I mean, that's everyone's dream.
We've had a busy few days, haven't we? It's lovely to sit down finally, have a cup of tea, and just take it all in. It's quite an emotional journey, isn't it?
Tell me about it. There was a degree of, I'm not going to lie, at the start of this process, a degree of hesitation, thinking, am I really ready to do this? And the more we've looked around places, the more I think, oh yeah, you know what, I'm quite up for this.
It's changed, hasn't it? I've
Yeah,
like
have you
noticed you go,
noticed it?
yeah, you've totally been like, I don't want to do anything, to not just fixing, but to literally like creating a lifestyle and convincing yourself and getting excited, and then you're thinking, and it really challenges you, but in a really exciting way.
If I'm a city boy and being out in the open, being in remote areas, albeit surrounded by beautiful countryside like this, it's a bit of a scary thought.
So, the question obviously is, have any of our houses turned you?
I don't know how you've done it, but you've managed to turn my mind completely around, and I'm going to put in an offer.
Blow me down with a Okay. Woohoo!
The mystery house just blew me away. And the price really clinched it, I think, because I thought, right, I can spend a bit of money doing this up and making it exactly what I want, and I get to live in a castle, which I never expected. It just totally, both of us audibly gasped. I've decided, in fact, we've decided, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for the castle, and we're going to renovate it ourselves.
And I'm going to be there at the first cocktail party.
Can you come back and have a drink at the top of the castle
Absolutely.
with us when it's done?
Absolutely, I am there. I love it.
How do you fancy doing a bit of painting?
A bit of directing. And I'll bring my crown.
Amazing.
Cheers. Cheers. Well, we've cured him. We found just the right tonic for Dr. Ranj, and it turned out to be the mystery house. It's always the mystery house. We've taken away the intensity of the city and given him the soothing balm of the countryside. That's the magic of Escape to the Country. I'll see you next time. We're absolutely thrilled to report that Dr. Ranj made an offer on the mystery house, and it was accepted. He's soon to be king of his very own castle and plans to hold Tom to his promise to help redecorate. If you would like to escape to the country in England, Northern Ireland, Scotland or Wales, you don't have to be famous. Why not apply online at bbc.co.uk/take part?